Thursday morning, Plus Sports and PlusTvAfrica. Good morning. Well, things are happening around, really. First of all, let me introduce Mukhail Tinubu.
Happy to be here.
Regular. Why am I introducing yourself?
I don't know.
I'm sure the guys at home already know your name now.
I'm no longer a
I've
guest
got Wale Adekoya on the phone. We call him Prof. Prof, good morning. Now, the World Athletics Association has deleted the names of Gusau and Siminayi Pepple as president and general director, respectively, of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria from its website. The move by the World Athletics body is coming just days after two AFN parallel elections on June 14th ushered in incumbent Gusau and Okowa as factional presidents of the federation. Now, checks by, well, we heard that the names of Gusau and Pepple, which were there previously, have been deleted from the website. The space where their names previously appeared on the website was, however, left empty, with no names or designation imputed. Further details we found out that the telephone numbers of Pepple and Sunday Adeleye, vice president of the Gusau-led AFN, were still on the WA website. Now, we also heard that the Commission have announced that the group had been logged out of the WA website. The AFN had been in crisis since 2019 after the Gusau-led board of the AFN declared autonomy from the sports ministry at a congress in Awka, Anambra State. This resulted in the suspension of Gusau and his supporters by other members of the board, led by then AFN Vice President Olamide George. Mukhail, this matter should be funny, but it's very serious. I don't know if I have Wale Adekoya on the phone yet.
Yeah, I'm with you, Wale.
Good morning, Prof.
I'm listening to another sad story.
This is sad.
And this morning, I may actually be tempted to invoke Fela Nicola Pokuti's lines.
Please do.
When these people, when they do what they know how to do best, they always leave sorrow, tears, and blood. They are regular trademark. You remember today, this morning, we're talking about the AFN. But Wale, you must not forget that it's the same thing we are talking about in the Nigerian Football Supporters Club. The same thing we spoke about in the case of the NBBF,
yes,
the Basketball Federation.
Yes, true.
Of course, the NFA or NFF, even the name, are not to talk of the factions. We shouldn't even go back there. Now here we are. One thing is certain. The rest of the world had left Nigeria somewhere. Look at our politics, governance, economy, sport. Everyone will be somewhere pointing fingers, accusing others. But in our domain, we are just messing the whole thing up. For heaven's sake, what does it take to conduct an election? Of how many people? And now we want to take our problem and drop it at the doorstep of the IAF. They said, no, keep your problem and stay away. We have about 209 countries in the world. Then Nigeria will not be missed. After all, we are not even number one. We are not the best on the continent in athletics. We are not the best anywhere. So that's a big one. I support, I affirm, and I hope that even the bigger stuff should be done to teach our people lessons how things must be done in the 21st century. This is no longer the Stone Age.
Prof, I'll come to you on this one. Let me come to you, Mukhail, on this one. This Gusau man, who is claiming faction now, was sent money mistakenly by the IAAF. He was sent $150,000. And he was supposed to have been sent $15,000. We have not paid that money back till now. The guy went to court. The guy won the court case. Yes, and we haven't paid that money back. And our sports minister begged the IAAF to please cool down. We will pay the money back small. In this age where you can send, I can actually trace money. If you tell me, Mukhail, you sent money to me, I can actually trace that money back to you, if you did or not. Yeah. And then in this age and time, somebody says, we don't know which account it was sent to. The IAAF don't have an account. And who's got this guy's back?
I don't know if his account is hiding behind a VPN.
But who's got his back, really?
Obviously, powerful entities. You know what's interesting to me? We've talked about this. We've had this conversation before about how can there be two factions ruling the same body at the same time. Nigeria, to me, strikes me as that problem child with many parents, because every time we talk about these world sporting organizations having to deal with our lacks and incompetence, it just makes us look bad on every level. And there's no arena of sports where our governance is even doing well, is even representing us well. And he's right, the world has left us behind. Gone are the days where they look to us as a giant of Africa, a representative of African sporting interests on the global stage. Now they don't really, they'll look ahead to Ghana, South Africa, Cameroon, because if they're going to put together a body that has to deal with sporting events, sporting regulations, or ethics specifically, they're going to bypass Nigeria.
Well, Adekoya, let me come to you on this one.
Yeah.
Now, is this a case of when the Yoruba man says, Omoy, pare, if you have to? Because it's a case of now, Nigeria would have been fined, giving them restrictions, but now, no, they just leave us alone, remove our names from the websites, and let us be. So like you have said, can we say naturally, that, like you said, Wale, that they've left us behind?
They've moved on. There's no doubt about that. They've been trying the carrot system. It has not worked. It has not worked. Now is the stick methodology. I think this will definitely put us and make us do what we need to do. It is so sad. No, we are not making it look like we are bad, like the gentleman said. No, we are actually bad. What you are seeing is a reflection of who we are. And so I'm so happy with this. Yes, but I must not fail to quickly add this. Let's, the good spirited Nigerian sport lovers, stakeholders, let's find a way maybe our athletes eventually will be able to compete, neutrally, like they did for Russia and some other countries. So that these innocent, amazing, multi-talented, suffering sports people, the young people, the practitioners themselves will not be sacrificed in this total madness.
So sad.
At the global
so
stage.
sad. Now, Nigerian National League side, Abubakar Bukola Saraki FC, have, we're looking at that story now. Now, the team added the Kwara State Sports Council to give them until the end of 2020-2021 season before evicting them from the Kwara State Stadium in Ilorin. The club accused the State Sports Council of playing politics with their eviction. ABS, in a statement signed by its administrative secretary, Fumilayo Wolabi, said the club was not evicted as a result of refusal to pay rent, as there was no prior discussion or request to pay for the facilities it used at the stadium. Now, Wale Adekoya, the Kwara State government claim they are not playing politics. But we know Saraki is not in the good books of the Kwara State government as we speak. And now the team has been evicted from the Kwara State Stadium. And they are begging for time. Please don't evict us yet. Give us at least the end of this season to play. Why are you playing politics with our career? Is this politics at play as usual in sports in Nigeria?
You see, that's the same thing we are saying. He that comes to equity must come with clean hands. You want to start investigating the ABS itself. How was it formed? It was formed via political fear, political connection. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
And if indeed they have done their work, where is it? Normally a football club, we should have your playing field divorced from what the state government or whatever government has. They do not. And since the man who set up the club is not all that where he used to be. So the setup is fundamentals of owning a club. ABS had failed to put them in place. Now that the number one man is not exactly who or what he used to be, the repercussion is what you were saying now. But I quite agree. The state government should take it easy. Nobody, the ABS is political. It's a baby of politics. So when they are facing political gain, it shouldn't be surprising to them or anyone. But please, you've set it up for the sake of the footballers and the other people there. let them allow them, a more diplomatic solution. If it will so end, then we can talk about another thing.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo tied Iran's Ali Day as the all-time scorer in international soccer by moving on to 109 goals in Portugal's Euro 2020 game against France yesterday. Ronaldo scored a first-half penalty to put Portugal 1-0 ahead, and he struck again from the spot in the second half to make it 2-2, which is how the match called as the defending champion squeezed into the last 16 of the tournament. Now, Mukhail, I was talking to Ife Laniyo before I came on the show this morning, and Ife was like, don't forget to mention, oh yes, happy birthday, Lionel Messi. He's 34 today. Happy birthday, Messi. However, I still believe this is the GOAT. Ife says Messi is the GOAT. I think this is the GOAT.
Well, I think one thing we cannot discount about the greatest of all time debate is the pressure. I think Ronaldo deals with the pressure better than anyone.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't think Ronaldo is quite as good a goal scorer because he scores so many penalties. But the penalty spot is the most pressured type of goal you can score.
True that.
The keeper is trying to look you dead in the eye. He's trying to psych you out. And if you're unlucky, you're facing the goal that is right in front of the opposition fans, and they are jeering at you. But Ronaldo takes it all in stride, and he does. I watched that game. He didn't even look at Loris once.
Okay, Wale, let me come to you on this one. Some people say that Messi is like a genius. He was born to play football, but Ronaldo has worked hard to reach the level he has become. Well, which one is harder? Born to play football is easy for you, and then working hard to become what you have become today.
That same debate, it will go on and on and on and on. But let's look at the facts on ground. Wale Scott, I think is last night, after that Portugal-France game, I think Ronaldo has proved that he is actually the best footballer ever on earth. Just forget about all those, somebody was born. Well, maybe like with the Shakespeare says, some was born great, others achieved greatness, while some have greatness bestowed upon them. But I think Cristiano Ronaldo has succeeded in combining all of these traits. See, it's not by accident that Cristiano Ronaldo is the most followed human being on social media. On Twitter, apart from Twitter itself, nobody follows anyone on Twitter than Cristiano Ronaldo. Ditto Facebook, Instagram, and what have you. It's not by accident that Ronaldo is the fittest sports person on earth, fittest. And if you look at the man himself, you were talking about an epitome of a total sportsman. See, did you watch that header? Go and measure that jump. He had done it twice. Yesterday should be the third time, but he did that. Didn't result in a goal. He defied the law of gravity. The law of gravity says everything that goes up must come down at a certain time. He was able to stay longer in the air, higher in the air than even no one. You saw how the basketballers reacted the last time he did that magic. So you're talking about somebody who has conquered virtually everywhere. In Spain, highest goal scorer MVP. In England, highest goal scorer MVP for the national team. And I think somehow there's no doubt about that. Say what you want to say. And the goal will come. Ronaldo will be urging the ball. Are you not seeing me? Say, calm down, calm down, calm down. Before you know it, something will happen. There's no doubt. Yes, the international goal. Somebody say Ali D. I don't know him. I don't even think there's anything like that record equally, because where exactly has this gentleman played? Well, we are blessed. What I would just say is that the Euro itself is living up to even beyond bidding from the first group. Group F has been a blessing to all of us. It's a firework, and better things indeed will come.
Okay, before we go to my next story this morning now, Wale has said it all. But like I've heard, not taking anything away from the birthday boy this morning. It's his birthday, Messi. So please don't let's take it away from him. But hard work does pay.
I mean, ask yourself, when we talk about some are born great, some achieve greatness, whose greatness is most
But I
significant?
have a question to ask. I might sound like the regular area boy right now. But this is a Lionel Messi who could not walk as at 9. Aged 9, he couldn't walk. And then suddenly he becomes the...
We're not discounting that Messi works hard. He
No,
certainly...
don't get me wrong. What came up? What miracle happened between age 9 and now?
He went to Barcelona.
What happened at Barcelona?
They invested heavily in his...
You're not going to where I'm going to.
Where?
A child can't walk at age 9. And he's become one of the greatest players ever.
But he was...
What did Barca do to him in some lab or something?
Yeah, I mean, there were doctors called in. Genetics...
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to.
Yeah, genetics experts were called in. And hormone growth...
And they worked on it.
Hormone growth was used to help him build up density.
I'll leave it to you
in his
guys to
bones.
figure it out what I'm talking about.
But I will say this, as good as Messi is, whose greatness is greater? Whose greatness is more significant?
Who has worked harder?
Who has worked harder?
Yes.
He who was born the son of a king, even if he was crippled at the beginning, the king had everything, every resources to bear to bring his son into the throne that he's currently occupying. Or the pauper who walked from the streets, clawed his way up, and he did not cheat. He did not cheat his way to the throne. Whose greatness is greater?
I remember Cristiano Ronaldo once told his father, one day, Dad, I'll build you a house. And the man said, it's never going to happen. We're too poor to build a house. And he says one of his greatest regrets is he has built many houses now. He has bought many houses now, but the man is not alive to actually see any of the houses. World number 1 Novak Djokovic said yesterday that winning a Grand Slam tournament is like climbing Mount Everest for a tennis player. The Serb is playing doubles on the grass at the Mallorca Open as preparation for Wimbledon, where he will seek to equal Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal's record of 20 Grand Slam titles. Now, Djokovic is looking for a 3rd Wimbledon trophy. He's now having taken the title in 2018 and 2019 before the coronavirus pandemic caused last year's tournament to be cancelled.
I'm going to play Wimbledon now, and hopefully I can get my hands on the Wimbledon trophy again. You know, I had a championship title run in 18 and 19. Last year was not played, so hopefully I can keep that run going. I'm feeling good on grass. I think I improved a lot with my game on grass over the years. Every Grand Slam is like a, you know, probably a Mount Everest to climb, you know, for a tennis player. Winning against Rafa in semifinals, practically on his court, you know, where he dominates throughout all his career. It was, the feeling was amazing after that match, and the feeling was like, okay, now the tournament is done. But it was not done. I had to recover in less than 40 hours and come back to the court to play against Tsitsipas, who was playing fantastic tournament and fantastic clay court season, and was winning 2 sets to love against me. So the way I think I won the tournament and that title, everything made it even more special. So of course now at my age, you know, every big title like this, it has double the value, I would say, and I'm just super happy about it. I will definitely go for the title in Wimbledon and US Open and any other tournament and any other slam that I play. You know, I always have a highest ambition and expectations of myself, but you know, I try to be in the present moment, and I know that if I do everything in the right way, if I put myself in the right state of mind, my body and soul, so to say, I'm able to win against anybody on any surface.
Prof, you are the tennis man. Novak Djokovic is gunning for a 20th Grand Slam title, equaling Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer. Can this man make it happen?
Oh, what is called the modern tennis has never been as exciting as we have it now, because the debates will not be thrown open. Who actually is the biggest? Should it get this one, it's going to be 20 for the 3 superstars. But the question will now be, who has a tendency to move on? I must be fair with you, the ability of a sportsman to reinvent, to adapt, that is what separates one person from the other. And somehow, age, agility, tenacity, and the spirit of sportsmanship happens to be working in the direction of Novak Djokovic. Let me tell you this. Novak has something that many sports tennis enthusiasts have actually not considered. Novak is actually the modern-day combination of Rafael Nadal, which is agility, and Roger Federer is aesthetics. He combines them with his own flair to make him almost invisible. Believe me, this title is for Novak, no joke.
Okay.
And I tell you, that exactly is what will happen.
With guys coming up against him at this point, Mukhail, Tsitsipas, Federer is not relaxing yet. Nadal is getting ready for Wimbledon. These guys are not slowing down. There are too many people chasing these three.
Even Andy Murray could surprise us. It is his home court.
I have never been an Andy Murray fan. Don't call his name again.
I'm sorry.
Andy Murray became number one for me as a fluke.
I'm a
It was a
Murray
fluke.
fan. I'm an Andy Murray fan.
Andy Murray is a fluke. As far as I'm concerned.
I was in
at his level.
Andy Murray, but you agree with me, Andy Murray was a fluke.
No.
I said it before and I was vindicated.
It was a number of years. It was through hard work because I was in London during that time when the hype was there. Can Andy Murray win Wimbledon? And
There was too much hype.
But he lived up to the hype because it took. It was within.
Something we're going to contest in another edition of this show. Can the hype ever be too much? It's a sensation. It's what you're able to do. It's what you're able to bring to the party.
Okay.
Don't forget, Murray himself. See, men tennis is a war zone. It's a killer zone. You know the guys you are competing against?
Okay.
Come on.
Thank you very much, Professor Wale Adekoya. We call him Prof. He's not a real Prof, though. Adekoya, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wale Scott.
Thank you very much, Mukhail Tinubu.
Always
I
happy.
promise I will let you and Wale take on each other very soon
I'll be
on the
happy.
tennis issue.
I'll be
Plus
happy
Sports and Plus TV Africa on Thursday morning. Join us same time tomorrow, same station. My name is Wale Scott. Like I always advise you at the end of every show, if not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sports.